Game 5. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Here's Marjanovic to the middle. Second shot opportunity, and it's good. 2 points.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Beverley with the ball. Morris kicks to Leonard. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Offensive rebound.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Doncic. Pass to Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Clock at 6. Richardson with the double team. Deep 2 from Beverley. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Doncic against Morris. Out to Porzingis for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. The drive by Cousins. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition. The ability to make plays for his teammates.
Beverley against Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Beverley. And there's the pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Now here's Richardson. Doncic, no good. Beverley deciding where to go with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Morris dishes to Cousins. Passes to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. No good from Cousins. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's Richardson on the wing. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Richardson. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Leonard attacking. No good on the shot. And it's Dallas the other way. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And here's Beverley. To the paint to stop the run. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Doncic outside. Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. to the inside. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard inside. Richardson cover. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Puts it up from 7, and it's in off the backboard. Zubac has got 6.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Now, here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rajon Rondo is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now Jackson. The dish to Batum. Back to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by George. Jackson looking around. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Powell in the high post. Runs in the pass to Powell. Outside, George. Down low, here's Batum. The shot's good on the assist by George. Batum's got his first 2 points.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Inside. The shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside for Jackson. Shot from 16. Rebounded by Hardaway.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the dunk by Powell.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And he overshot that one, missing.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
That's tipped. Here's Jackson. Now the pass to Oturu. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Burke. Yep, that one goes. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. George. Pass to Oturu. Back to George. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by Burke. Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest. 1:36
left here in the second. Pass to Oturu. Lays it up and banks it in.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And George kicks to Batum. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Now here's Burke. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
George finds Jackson. Here's Oturu. That's tipped. And Cauley Stein over to help. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Batum passes to George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Doncic with it. He's got 8. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got 10 points.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. That's all for now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Doncic. Richardson dishes to Doncic. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence that these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Down low, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And here's Beverly. Leonard the bounce pass. That shot off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Clippers trail by 16. Now here's Leonard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 8 points.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Doncic looking it over. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Finney-Smith. Shakes him. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket in this one. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beverly up top, guarded by Doncic. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Leonard with the steal. In the corner, it's Morris. Cousins against Doncic. Leonard inside, misses in close.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Wants to get it to Morris and does. The shot's good.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Beverly against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers. 3-on-3. Here's Beverly. He kicks it to Cousins. Zubac trying to break loose. Cousins, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic against Beverly. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Brunson. It's good.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
George looking over the floor. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Maverick. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Rajon Rondo, also Reggie Jackson out there, Luke Kennard out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 4. 4 on the shot clock. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. It's rebounded by Rondo. It's tipped. Rondo against Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Rondo with the ball. Outside Jackson. Back to Rondo. He feeds it to Batum. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 6 points for Batum.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Burke in for Richardson. On the wing, Jackson. Six to shoot. Here's George, and he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Now Powell. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the pass to Oturu. Dishes it to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Doncic dishes to Burke. Powell against Kennard. Here's Burke. Doncic trying to get open. Here we go, one-on-one. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Burke, the pass to Cauley-Stein. At the top of the key, Powell. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
George against Hardaway. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Dallas.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Hardaway with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. From deep. It's not going to go for him. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our The city of Denver is in full motion. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Michael Porter's out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the center. Now, here's Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Richardson kicks to Finney Smith. There's the 3, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Greg, great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Now, here's Doncic. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. He dishes it to Richardson. Finney Smith kicks to Richardson. Here's Doncic. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And here's Richardson after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Porter pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket by Gordon.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Doncic following the score by Aaron Gordon. Out to Porzingis. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. Doncic with it. Now Bol defending. Here's Porzingis. That one misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
Rivers passes to Jokic. There's the dish to Bol. Outside Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Harrison's checked in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. 1:52 left to play here in the first. A floater, and it's laid in by Brunson.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Harrison. To the inside. Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Brunson scanning the floor. The pass to Porzingis. Richardson outside. Now Brunson. To the wing right side. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Here's Marjanovic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Harrison kicks to Gordon. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Now Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Brunson. Denver getting their last shot to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Porzingis. Over Jokic. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Selfless. I mean, you need to kill.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far.
Wow. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes it to Marjanovic. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Pass to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Doncic with it. The pass to Porzingis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Millsap kicks to Rivers. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by Rivers. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Rivers passes to Millsap. From outside the arc, Denver gets it back. And McGee kicks to Millsap. Clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Here's Doncic. The putback goes up again. And at last, they get one to fall. Doncic has got it all tied up now for Dallas. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter. To the paint. It's picked off. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Richardson got a piece of it. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Millsap. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Dallas. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Nuggets shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Harrison kicks to Rivers. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. That one goes in. Doncic has got 8 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Rivers against Richardson. Rivers can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. And that one's good. Millsap.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
And here is Doncic. He's got 8. Two on the clock. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
It's been all about Luka.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. Cauley Stein is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the 2. Left side Hardaway. The feed to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts are spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one off the back iron and out. Mavericks leading by 4. Burke with it. Now guarded by Porter. With the tip. It's good on the putback.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Pass to Jokic, outside Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Brunson up top, covered by Morris. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
The Nuggets trail by 8. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rivers checked in. Passes it to Jokic. Shot to stop the run. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Fires for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3. And stolen by Bull. Porter finds Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. 2 points. That one goes. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Pass to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. Doncic outside. Over Rivers. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Nuggets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Ball with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Harrison comes in for Michael Porter. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Powell dishes to Hardaway. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Millsap with the steal. Denver passing it around. Here's Gordon. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Well, I'll tell you this. He is a relentless scorer at this point, Aaron Gordon. He is not afraid of taking contact.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Now Brunson. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the pass to Hardaway. Inside, Powell. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Powell's got 6 points.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Nuggets.
Here's Millsap, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Harrison. He's out there with Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. It's Najee in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Kleba, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. They lead by 1. Double clutches. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Morris. He can't get that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Outside, Redick to the inside. Here's Powell. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Najee. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And here's Millsap from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hardworking guy.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
And Doncic, here we go. Good on the shot. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Rivers passes to Jokic. 5 on the clock. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Rivers against Doncic. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Rivers against Doncic. Rivers passes to Jokic. The 11-footer. Here's Gordon, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Gordon's got the game tied up here for Denver.
Aaron Gordon wanting the ball with the game and the balance in crucial moments. How big time is he?
Good work there as it goes.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Rivers with it. Pass to Gordon. Here's Bull, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
56 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Count it!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Now, here's Bull. Guarded by Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Richardson. From about 16, money!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Rivers passes to Gordon. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, the offensive game of Aaron Gordon continues to improve, and when he's feeling it, he stays aggressive.
Richardson finds Doncic. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... The bright lights and tall buildings. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Austin Rivers is out there with Porter. And there's Gordon. It's Najee in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. Morris with the bucket. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Porter looking it over. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, nice. Jokic just stepped up, had some poise there. The shot was under pressure, but I don't think he felt it.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And there's the pass to Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Jackson. Michael Porter making his last shot. Charity stripe shot. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
So it's the Clippers now. Michael Porter making his last shot. George passes to Jackson. Zubac with it. Jokic defending. Stolen by Rivers. Outside, Porter. Gordon against Batum. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Porter.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Outside, George. Over in the corner, Zubats. Outside, George. Banked in off the glass.
George in there just gliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Batum against Gordon. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson has the open look. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Jokic with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum. And George, here we go, from 17 feet out. Morris with the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Rivers. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside, George fires the three. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic kicks to Porter. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Porter against George. Down low, and he makes good on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Clippers trail. Leonard looking around. Shoots over McGee. Beverley, the pass to Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Leonard. Rebounded by McGee.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
No one covering. Morris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Here's Leonard. McGee with the block. Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh, my goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And here's Rondo. Bull making his last shot. Rondo passes to Leonard. Back to Rondo. A floater, and he sinks the layup.
Trickery of Rondo. You know he loves to go for those floaters from time to time.
Morris kicks to Harrison. Back to Morris. The pass to Bull. He dishes it to Morris. And it's sent back by Leonard. Here's Mann. And good that time. Now just a 5-point Nugget lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morris outside. Doesn't go for him. Rondo with some nice D. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Kennard finds Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green comes in for Bull. Gordon's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Harrison.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Jackson looking around. 1:15 left to play here in the half. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Morris with the ball. 5 points in the game. Rebounded by Jackson.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
George. Nice D from Porter. Denver leading by 5. Here's Morris. Rebounded by Jackson.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Up again, Jokic on the follow.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Now George. Pass to Jackson. Outside for George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Green. He's out there with Austin Rivers. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. It's Najee in a power forward position. In the corner, Kennard with it. Outside Leonard. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
A nice shot by Rivers. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Now here's Rivers. He has 6. Feeds it to McGee. Leonard with the steal. Kennard against Green.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Well, get in your rocking chair as Rivers does the weave through the D. Makes that look easy.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Kennard. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Batum inside the three-point line, and it's off the back rim. No good. And Millsap, here we go. And it's sent back by George. And Jokic slams it in. Clippers trail by 7. George passes to Jackson. Outside, Batum. Left side, Jackson. Here's George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got 6.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Harrison. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And George, here we go.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Jokic, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Zubats. 8 points for him. Jackson kicks to Batum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Here's Harrison outside Porter. Jackson comes over with the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
So it's Denver now. Back to Harrison. Inside. Bull can't hit. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Batum, nice D from Porter.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a switcher also for Denver. Morris is checked in for Harrison. Clippers trail by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Leonard attacking. 3 seconds left. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's Denver bringing the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Beverly in at the 2. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Monte Morris is checked in for Austin Rivers. Morris with the ball. Green up on top. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA. Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Pass to Kennard. To the inside. Oturu, the pass to Kennard. 2 on the clock. To halt the run. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's Beverly missing. The Nuggets leading by 14. Here's Porter. Nails the baby hook.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard, the pass to Oturu. Kicks it to Beverly. Passes it to Leonard. Beverly against Porter. Porter with the steal. Outside, Green. The pass to Morris. Denver passing it around. It's Porter outside, but they get it back. Green, the pass to Jokic. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Green finds Porter. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 16. Pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Puts up a 3. They get it again.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jokic kicks to Green. Offline with his 3. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Beverly, the pass to Oturu. Now Kennard. Pass to Oturu. No good. Denver leading by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Denver.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
All the officials are all over that one.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Campazzo, defended by George. Morris passes to McGee, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Chuncho. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. It's not too far from our setting today. Let's stay. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson. And it's Beverly in at the small forward spot. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And here is Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Marjanovic against Zubac. And the pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Doncic. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Doncic against George. Doncic feeling it out. That shot missing, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. And stolen by Richardson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Pass to Zubac. Beverly with the ball. And the layup falls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Doncic outside. Takes it off the glass. Doncic has got 8 points.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Zubac. Jackson drives in. Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. That gives them the lead.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Jackson comes over with the double. Richardson finds Doncic. Here's Porzingis. He gets that one.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season, was coming off an injury, and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morris. And yes, it's good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Doncic, here we go. And that one, good. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Outside, George. Passes it to Morris. Dishes it to Beverly. Here's George. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Well, he's a nice two-way player, is Richardson.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about
old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Kennard kicks to Leonard. Batum against Powell. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks leading. Cauley Stein finds Powell. Connects from three-point range. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Kennard. Cousins against Cauley Stein. No good from Cousins. Dallas leading by 5, and it's Cousins with a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
He kicks to Burke. He dishes it to Powell. Back to Burke. And there's the pass to Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, Powell is an excellent athlete, easily leaking out in transition and making himself a big target to throw the ball to.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Stolen by Brunson. Cauley Stein passes to Burke. Beyond the arc. And no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. And the basket is good. Leonard's got his first 2 points. So, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Here's Brunson. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's...
Goodness!
Where did that come from?
Oh,
That was beautiful.
what a punch.
Leonard looking around. Batum trying to break loose. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Leonard.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Kennard against Brunson. To the paint. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Leonard against Hardaway. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there.
When he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
And it goes down 2 points. Doncic has got 14 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Leonard, back to Jackson.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the team. And that's going to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Down low. Porzingis high post. He's against Morris. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Beverly. Here's Richardson. The putback. It's good on the putback. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
Zubac finds Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Just over 1.5 minutes played here in the third. Outside for Jackson. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Inside, it's deflected. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Zubac kicks to George. And then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these don't show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
And the dunk by Doncic.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Morris. Passes it to Zubats. Back to Morris. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Richardson finds Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Porzingis.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burke's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Leonard. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Chalk up 2 there.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Leonard inside. Burke covering. And the shot goes in. Cousins has got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Now the pass to Cousins. Leonard on the wing. Burke covering. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Over Batum. Off target.
Solid at guarding both post and perimeter players. That gives them great value. Batum.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Kennard in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Burke.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Rondo dishes to Leonard. Outside for Rondo. Hardaway against Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Leonard's got the lead back up to 4 now for Los Angeles. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Brunson. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Batum. Patrick Beverly comes in for Kawhi Leonard. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Now here's Burke. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Burke. To the inside. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Zubac kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by Richardson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by George. And that one's good. Doncic.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Goes back up. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss. The Mavericks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. That evens the score.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
George finds Jackson. And here is Zubac. Guarded by Marjanovic. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Mavericks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Doncic against George. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. George looking over the floor. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Knocked loose. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Richardson against George. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Porzingis, a shot, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A 2-point game.
Boy, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. Doncic against Morris. He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Richardson. Kicks to Doncic. Got it.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And stolen by Richardson. no good.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Both good from the line that time.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll return shortly. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So the Clippers win the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Batum. Marcus Morris is out there with Kennard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Rondo in at the point.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
On the wing, Doncic, defended by George. George against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Count that one. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
That's exactly why they turn to Porzingis here, guys. They trust him to step up in big moments.
George against Richardson. And stolen by Richardson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. A miss that time would have put him up.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
A shot by Batum, no good. Dallas shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 24 points.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Rondo passes to Kennard. And here's Rondo. Morris, left side, just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Batum. Jackson comes in for George. And it's Leonard in for Rajon Rondo. Doncic outside. He kicks it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. From inside. Yes! Leonard with the ball. Pass to Zubac. Yes!
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Leonard against Doncic. Now the dish to Richardson. Over Jackson. Marjanovic down low. Working on Zubac. Back to Hardaway. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch. But
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Michael Porter. He's out there with Austin Rivers. Gordon out there with Jokic. It's Najee in at the four-man position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Takes a three. They get it back. Here's Porter over Richardson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Richardson.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Gordon. The pass to Rivers. Here's Najee. Shot clock at 6. Gordon finds Porter. It's rebounded by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Rivers looking over the floor. Passes it to Jokic. Hits the jumper in space.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Gordon against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Rivers passes to Porter. Rivers against Doncic. Rivers can't get it to go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by Rivers. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Rivers. On the wing, Porter. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Finney-Smith. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Rivers passes to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Richardson gets a wide open look. Again, the Mavericks score.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Yes, that goes in.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rivers against Doncic. Rivers passes to Najee. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. That one good for 2. Jokic has got his second bucket.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Doncic. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with it. Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic outside. 1 second left.
I love Aaron Gordon's ability to defend any position. What a luxury for a coach.
And so it's the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Cole is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in at the 2-guard spot. The offensive rebound and the dunk by Bol.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Brunson. There's the pass to Cauley Stein. And here is Powell. Hardaway with it. And the dunk by Powell.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
The Nuggets trail by 6.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Bol. Powell with the steal. Hardaway goes in. He kicks it to Powell. Redick for 3. And Bol pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter to the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Bol. McGee against Cauley Stein. Here's Bol. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. So it's the Mavericks now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Burke kicks to CLA Stein. Picked his pocket. Harrison passes to Gordon. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Now here's Burke. No points in the game yet for him. Dishes to Powell. Back to Burke. Count it. Burke's got his first points in this one.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Harrison. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's Redick on the wing. To the inside. There's CLA Stein.
And what I like about CLA Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardaway. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Here's Rivers. Passes it to Najee. Porzingis with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Najee. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Gordon against Doncic. Here's the dish to CLA Stein. Just 3 on the clock. No good there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. An exceptional game plan helped. And that'll do it for...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, really CLA Stein displaying his skills tonight.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now, here's Doncic. Kept alive. And they're moving it up. Here's Najee. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. That one's not going to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. On the wing, Green. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Chanchar. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Morris. After Luka Doncic's bucket, clock at 4. Morris kicks to Jokic. Lets it fly. Porzingis with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
To the right side. Here's Finney-Smith. Jokic defending. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Now, here's Jokic. Down low. Out to Morris. The pass to Green. Jokic with it. Guarded by Marjanovic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. Here are the Mavericks now. They've got an 8-0 run. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Over Green. Here's Finney-Smith. Offensive rebound. Passes to Marjanovic. Wow, hammering it in.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Now, here is Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Doncic outside. Right side Porzingis. Inside. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Rivers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers, guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Rivers, Aaron Gordon out there with Paul Millsap, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Porter. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his fourth rebound in this one. Runs in the pass to Redick. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Now Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell comes in for J.J. Redick. There's Porter with the three. And again, Denver no good. Dallas leading by 12. Here's Burke. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
Brunson against Rivers. In the corner, Hardaway with it. It's Powell on the wing. Clock at 6. Hardaway kicks to Cauley-Stein. The baseline J off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 10. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shoots in deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway against Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Burke with it. He's against Gordon. Burke kicks to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Feet away. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Burke with it, now guarded by Porter. Pass to Hardaway. Trying to get something going. Burke, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Powell. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Porter looking it over. And stolen by Burke. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 6.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
McGee on the double team. Wide open look here for Cauley-Stein. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Rivers passes to Porter. From deep three-point range, Oh, good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stein kicks to Brunson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Millsap. McGee, the pass to Porter. Shoots over Brunson. Porter can't get that one to fall. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They didn't. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The city of Denver is in full. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Beverly in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Porter. He's out there with Monte Morris. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward. They get the rebound. Jokic missed inside. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. To the middle. Here's Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. George with the ball. Jackson finds Zubac. 5 on the clock. Morris right side. Shoots from the block. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Here's Morris. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Now Beverly. He dishes it to Jackson. George against Porter. Zubac kicks to George. And stolen by Gordon. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And Jokic throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Jackson. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches. Here's Morris. And the pass to Najee. Lays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jackson passes to George. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. He gets it in there.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Morris looking over the floor. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. 1:39 left in the first quarter of the game. George dishes to Jackson. Up top, Zubac. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. And George kicks to Beverly. Here's Zubac. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Najee passes to Porter. On the wing, Porter. Back to Morris. Down low. Najee, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
George passes to Jackson. To the inside, Zubac.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Morris against Jackson. Now, here is Morris. He's covered closely. Here's Jokic. And the layup is good. Jokic has got his second basket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Denver on top. They lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Cousins in at center. Here's Kennard. Here's Rondo. And here's Leonard. Back to Cousins. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Rondo. Goes back up. And Leonard with the lay-in.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Batum against Millsap. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And it's Rondo penetrating. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Rondo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And here are the Nuggets now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Harrison now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Rondo dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Rondo finds Leonard. Back to Rondo. 5 to shoot. Left side, Batum. McGee with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Nuggets. Bol, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. And it's Rivers in for Porter. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Millsap inside, defended by Beverly. Offensive rebound, second chance shot. Uses the glass to drop it in. Millsap's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
The big thing is that Millsap is attacking. He's trying to make plays for this team.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George with the ball. McGee with the block. But they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. The Nuggets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Rivers looking over the floor. And finished off by Rivers.
One of Rivers' pet moves, the dribble drive. He has the size and length to do damage off of it.
Outside Jackson. George against McGee. Zubac's the pass to Beverly. The dish now to Morris. Outside, George tries again, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Here's George after the Nuggets pick up 2. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Rivers kicks to McGee. Rivers against Jackson. Rivers passes to McGee. Outside, George. Back to Beverly. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Strong three-point shooter throughout his career. Can't afford to allow Beverly much room from out there.
29 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is George. Bucket is good. George has got 6 points.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got Aaron Gordon. Monte Morris is out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now, Jokic. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And that one's good, Jokic. He's got 6. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. They lead by 1. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Leonard on the wing. Over Porter. Again, Los Angeles.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
Morris outside. Pass to Najee. And here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Zubac kicks to George. The pass to Beverly. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Los Angeles with another miss. Millsap dishes to McGee. Here's Gordon. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now, here is Morris. Beverly for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Beverly's got 6 points. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Rivers kicks to McGee. And here's Gordon from outside. They grab their own miss.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to George. Back to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. McGee with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Reggie Jackson. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. No good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 5. Oh, Leonard in position. Here's Millsap. Finished off the break.
Paul Millsap, not the biggest, but he can get up and down.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, Kennard. To the paint, stolen by McGee. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for the Clippers right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Now, here's Kennard. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Cousins is checked in. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Harrison. It's Jokic top of the key. Down low, Millsap The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Leonard inside. And that one drops.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Morris passes to Harrison. And here's Jokic. To the middle. And stolen by Cousins. Kennard with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And yes, it's good. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Now, here is Morris. Batum with the ball. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gordon's checked in for Millsap, and Porter's subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Now, here is George. Here's Leonard. Again, Leonard missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. 4-point game. Morris outside. Pulls it up. Passes it to Najee. And there it is for him.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here is George. The pass to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Inside. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Najee. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Leonard looking around. Here's Zubac. Looking to end the run. George against Gordon. George passes to Zubac. Here's Morris. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's stolen by Morris. To the inside. Porter passes to Najee. Outside Gordon. 1:02 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Porter. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Morris passes to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Porter finds Gordon. And here's Jokic, defended by George. Pass to Morris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
From the stripe. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Jackson. So the Nuggets win it. They didn't make it easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.